How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm a FIFA Analyst. Today we are bringing you another episode of the Road to Glory. We're going to be bringing you our FUT Champs highlights, having a bit of a discussion about me, FIFA, how we're finding the game, and all that sort of stuff. Really, just a bit of a chat more than anything. I'd love for you guys to get involved down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, just get involved. It'd be nice to see what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. We are uploading frequently here now on the second channel, so thank you all for your support on that. So in the background, you're just going to be seeing our games from the weekend just gone. Obviously, we used the 4-4-2. We used a bit of a different team as well. We've been using a lot of the SBCs that we've been doing, a lot of objective players, and having a bit more fun taking that kind of route. So if you don't know, obviously we do stream it over on Facebook. Recently we've been a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit, I'd say very heavily negative on this game, and frustration. Probably the all-time high that I've ever had with FIFA. For a bit of background, if you don't know, we started playing FIFA on FIFA 18. I played it as a kid up until FIFA 13, and then didn't touch the game until FIFA 18. And that was where I went from, a Gold 2 player to Elite 1, Top 100, and that's where I spent my time learning and getting better. I'm not naturally gifted at FIFA, so I have to work really hard to improve, right? And we love that. FIFA 18 was a really enjoyable game, I think, for a lot of people. Had its problems, as they all do, but, as a whole, it was quite enjoyable. FIFA 19, I didn't play because of personal reasons, stuff going on at home. We didn't play FIFA 19, and we came back on FIFA 20. And FIFA 20 was, as much as a bad game it was so enjoyable in the fact for me, creating content, helping people get better, really focusing on, building a community, building the YouTube channel, building the streaming and everything like that, and having a lot of fun with it kind of down on that route. So the game was very different, although a lot of people didn't enjoy it. That was kind of the reason why I worked 6 days a week, worked like 60 hours, and then, would come home, stream, make videos, and I loved it. I loved that whole process. And although FIFA 20 was, not a great game, there were still ways round to deal with a drop back. You knew that if you managed to work the pass into the striker's feet, you could do a first time fake shot, you could do a normal fake shot, whatever, and you shoot it near post and you get a goal a lot of the times. And that was very, very easy and simple to do. Well, not simple to do, but if you worked and you were patient enough, you could do it. Now, the counter attack wasn't anywhere near as strong as it is this year, so although you would get countered on, the through balls weren't as effective and they weren't as prominent. So there wasn't too much of an issue with you holding the ball on the edge of the box, playing against someone that dropped back. You could work your way around it. Now, obviously, the game wasn't great. This year, the frustrations for me has become so much higher because, I sit here and I analyse the game to the level that I do. I look at the fine details, and I mean the fine details. And the problem for me as a FIFA player is that I try to think about real life football and go, that guy's facing his goal. He shouldn't be able to do a 180-degree pass. But yet that does happen on the game quite frequently. It's why I've always said I will never, ever make it as a top player on this game. Because those guys do stuff that, to me, has absolutely no logic and no place in FIFA. It doesn't. FIFA's meant to emulate real life football. Now, it doesn't do that in any way, shape, or form, and that's my fault. This is my error in what I do. I need to do better on that. But my blood starts to boil really with it. When you're playing weekend league and you're just playing and you're trying to have fun and stuff, and then you defend, you put a tackle in and the ball rebounds back to the opponent. A strong tackle with a good defender, not like I'm tackling with an attacker or something. I'm tackling with a good defender in Gomez, Van Dijk, whatever, and it rebounds back to them. You cover the passing lane and your players should just stick a leg out and, just take the ball. It's there in front of him and they don't. You work a really good chance and then bang, an AI block comes in. Just all this sort of stuff, and then the passing mechanic and just everything really. There's so many, to me, the reason why this game probably frustrates me more than it did last year was because last year, I felt like this year, it just feels like there's more RNG, more randomness, I sit there at some examples and I try and explain what just went on and why it did what it did. And the person defends it perfectly. And then they still manage to get through. Or they work an attack brilliantly. And then an AI comes out and gets a block in. And that kind of frustrates me. And that's why, I put a tweet out saying, I need to take a break from it because I'm just getting so frustrated, and that's unlike me. If you've been watching, my videos, my streams for a long time, I'm probably one of the most laid-back people when it comes to FIFA. I like to put the ownership on you as a FIFA player all the time. I like to think that every every error, every goal, every fault, you could have done something different to stop that from happening. And I still stand by that, and I still believe that as a whole, you know. I don't think that isn't the case. I still think that is the case. However, for me, the reason I think why I've got frustrated and why such things have changed so much is the fact that this time last year, I streamed to almost nobody. I made YouTube videos to almost nobody. You know, I didn't have many people watching. It was just a hobby for me. It was something I just really enjoyed doing, and I still really do enjoy doing what I do. The difference now is that I sit here all day, every day and play FIFA. This is my full-time job, and I absolutely love it, but I only want what's best for the game. So when I'm playing and I see said YouTube comments, said comments in the chat, this game's a load of blah, 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 I'm not going to play it, I'm going on COD or Cyberpunk or whatever people want to play, I'm never touching this game again, speak to you soon, Al. That obviously has a knock-on effect to everything that I do, where I know that EA, the content-wise, the objective-wise, I think they've done a fantastic job this year. I just feel like in the gameplay, we go and get these objectives. Yes, SBCs can be overpriced, but we go and get these objectives. For what reason, I don't really know, because the gameplay is that bad. The gameplay is terrible. And what always frustrates me is that the gameplay is not going to change in this year's FIFA. And I think that one of the core problems, obviously with like tactics and everything, and just the way the game is played and the RNG and the randomness that happens, I don't really think EA know what's going on. I think it's very much a software fault. So we currently run off the Frostbite engine, you know, which is the engine that makes the game. It's you know, all their coding and everything that they do, it's on a Frostbite engine, and that is being used now since FIFA 17, I think it is, or FIFA 18. And yeah, it's come in. It's what they use for Battlefield, obviously EA, Electronic Arts, owned by them. It's what they use for Battlefield. And this engine isn't good enough or capable enough. This guy, by the way, I was about to leave here, and he did that celebration. And the way he played after this point, absolutely bonkers. And that's one of the issues, right? So, kind of reflecting back on it, Saturday, I'll put a tweet out saying I need to take a break. I need to come back and rethink my approach. And I have really sat down and thought about it, and kind of realised, how do I want to go forward with the channel, with FIFA, with me, and how do I want to do? I had a goal this year to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we smashed that. Absolutely smashed it, and that's thanks to you guys. You guys have shown support like mad, and I'm so grateful for it, and thank you so much. We hit that goal. I don't have any FIFA goals, right? I was gold 2 on FIFA 18. I went to Elite 1 in 3 months. I hit top 100 at the end of that year. Great. I've never said this year I want to go and be a top 200 player. I don't want to do that. Obviously, I'd love to do that, but I make so much content and so many videos and stream so much. Honestly, I can't dedicate the time that I need to do to become that better FIFA player. I could do, but other things would have to sacrifice. Now, obviously, going and being a top 200 player doesn't really do loads for me in terms of what I do for a job. Content is obviously, you know, I'm a content creator before I'm a FIFA player. So I've kind of sat back and said to myself, like, Al, how are you going to come over this? Because you can't. I hate moaning. I'm not a moaning person. I hate moaning. The missus wants to have an argument, unless I know I'm in the right and, you know, she's in the wrong. I just hate it. Like, I'll put across my point. I'm happy to listen to their point, but I don't like arguing. I just feel like life's too short to really, you know, moan and be angry and all that sort of stuff. And I hate sitting here playing a game, feeling frustrated when I come off. And that should never be how a video game is. Now, the game does have core issues. Of course it does. However, I know me as a FIFA player, I've not been at the standard that I should be at, you know, since the game came out, really. I got really demotivated when first weekend, I missed out on the Elite 1 by 1 win. I lost the last game for the Elite 1. We've hit 26 and 4 here on the RTG, lost the last game for the Elite 1. And then after that point, I kind of just went, I don't really care anymore. And that's not me. Like, I'm not saying I want to sit here and focus and, you know, go and get top 200, but I want to be regularly hitting the high ranks without really like having to try too much. I want to be a good FIFA player with the different teams that we've been building. You know, been doing these SBCs and having a load of fun using different cards. And I'm going to stand by that and carry on doing that because I've been enjoying the menu content. But I need to take a step back and I need to rethink and go, the game is what the game is. Sitting here and moaning and complaining and whatever does absolutely nothing. I know full well that pass shouldn't work. I know full well I should have intercepted that pass. I know I should have done this, should have done that. Like, the game should have done better in that situation. However, that is how the game is. What can I do better to create more chances, score more goals, avoid that situation from happening again? And let's focus on that moving forward. Because although the game isn't perfect, it's what we've got. I still get to sit here and play FIFA for a living, and to say to do that is an absolute blessing in itself. I think it's almost like a lack of disrespect in a way that you guys support the videos, you guys support the streams, and then I sit here and, I'm gonna be honest, bitch and moan about stuff that just doesn't, it just has no relevance really. Like, it is what it is. We all face these stupid things in the game where, you know, stuff happens and you can laugh it off and you can do what it is. It's how you respond to those, you know, particular points when that does happen. And that's something that I need to do, and I need to do better, and I need to focus on. So that's kind of the way my approach will be going. I can only apologise for, you know, the negativity that I've kind of had towards the game and just in general. It isn't what I want to carry on doing. I do want to change that and kind of go back to what I was good at, which was just laughing the things off that happen. That really annoyed me. Laughing things off that happen and focusing on what we can control, right? And if we can do that, we can get better, we can improve, we can help you guys carry on getting better, and we can have fun, and we can try and enjoy it a little bit more, regardless of the game being what the game is. Now, that's easier said than done, because obviously the game is very irritating, you know, and that is the way it is. But that's what we're going to mainly focus on, all right? So, kind of hands up for me. Apologize, and just, you know, I am sorry about how the way I've been over the last 2 months, I suppose. It's not, I suppose it's not just FIFA related, is it? It's a little bit of everything, you know. It's been a woeful year for everyone really, as we do beat that guy on penalties, which I was really glad, because it'd be very frustrating to play against, with a Wolves badge as well. Being a West Brom fan, didn't want to lose to him. It's not just FIFA related, is it? This year's been an absolute stinker for most people. So it has a knock-on effect. I've sat inside now for the last 7 months really, and just played FIFA all day every day. Of course, at some point people are going to, you know, go over, but I just need to kind of ground myself, get myself back on, get on the track, you know, get back on the path, I suppose, and really focus on what we want to focus here on the channel. So that's my kind of apology to you guys. And we'll move forward and we'll go from there. Now, Weekend League, how did it go? So I said again, we're obviously getting ready for Team of the Year. Team of the Year is not too far away now. I said again, Gold 1 would probably be the better result for us. However, I've stopped at Gold 1 over the last few weekends. I got so frustrated on Saturday's stream. I was playing in games where I was drawing, I was winning, something happened in the game, I dashboard it. So I had like 2 or 3 losses this weekend, but I didn't actually finish the game. I just left the game, like, you know, when I was drawing or winning or something. That was obviously not great from my end, but I came into Sunday evening stream, and I think we were 14 and... I needed to go 12 and 2 to get elite, I think, 12 and 2. Yeah, I needed to go 12 and 2. Did I go 12 and 2? Yeah. No, I needed to win my last 12. Yeah, I was on 13 wins, no, 11 wins. 11 wins? Yeah, I was on 11 wins. And if I won all my games, I could finish on 25. Yeah, 12 and 2. So I knew that Gold 1 would obviously be fine. That wouldn't be a problem. So I said we'd just go towards the Gold 1 and then reassess from there. So we got to the Gold 1, and I was looking at the Team of the Week, and the Team of the Week looked woeful again, to be honest. Nothing special. Ronaldo did score 2 goals, but he's not long had a Team of the Week, so he's not going to get another one. And it didn't really look that great. However, I've been getting to 20 wins and then giving away the wins recently. I kind of wanted to test the water, especially with the 4-4-2 on the team that we were using. The team's good, right? You know, Lucas, Coman, Maddison, Hector Herrera, Felix, Aguero, Gomez, Carl Walker, Bellerin, and who did I have at left back? Davies, and then obviously Pope and goal. The team's good. The team's not bad. However, it's not your typical champs meta sort of side. Now, the players that I've got are meta, like Aguero, good card. However, not fantastic. João Felix, very good striker, but I think he needs someone like Ronaldo next to him, or like an Mbappe next to him. Maddison was all right. Hector Herrera was all right. Like, they were all just okay, you know. Maddison did start to surprise me actually a little bit. I started to move him into like a more attacking-minded midfield, and he did better there. And I just wanted to test the water really, and just see if I could get to the 22 wins, and then I'd give away the last win. I'd play the last game, and then I'd give away the win. So I'd play it. If I was 2-1 in the 80th minute, I'd then go and give the guy the goals. And I wanted to test that to see, you know what, we quit 2 or 3 games. We gave away like 2 or 3 losses, no need. This could have been a 25, 26 win weekend, even with, well, it could have been the same. I could have lost all those games that I did like rage quit in anger sort of thing. I could have still lost them. But it could have been a 24, 25, 26 win weekend, even with a team that wasn't quote unquote, you know, I wouldn't say it's not meta, but you know what I mean. And I decided, you know what, we're going to it. So this was the last game that we had here for the Elite 3, going against Tub FC. And we played this game normal. I wasn't too fussed about the results. As I said, I wanted to give away the win. Why do I want to give away the win? The extra 100k pack that you get from the gold one, especially with Team of the Year. We are now saving packs for Team of the Year. I'll do a separate video on that probably to explain what I'm actually doing and how I'm going to do it. I wanted to save, obviously, that pack to get that. However, the way the game was going and the way the game went, like here I conceded this and was like, oh, whatever, he's going to win 2-1, that's fine, that's not a problem. And then there was still plenty of time to get a goal back. Obviously, we did do that Leon Bailey, which you guys saw yesterday. We brought him on as a sub, but linking up with Ronaldo and managing to find a goal after the heel-to-heel. Lovely finish. So we went all the way into extra time. And it actually will end up going to penalties, right? So we got to penalties, and I was half thinking, let's just, you know, give him the goals, give him the win. And I thought, you know what? Regardless of the team of the week, right, we may get, there might be one player in there that sells for a few 100k. We may pack them in our team of the week pack. That 100k pack doesn't ensure that we're going to, you know, pack anyone good. So let it be what it will be. We'll go to penalties, and then if I get the Elite 3, if I get the gold one, I get the gold one. I need to practice my penalties anyway. So we'll kind of do that. So that's what we do. We do go into the penalty shootout, and I read this guy really well, actually. So I kind of had a feeling that he wasn't comfortable going to penalties. I'm not great at penalties myself either, but just the way he was lining up, and you know, he's kind of umming and ahhing, I just thought, you know what, this is going to be a type of guy that's just going to go down the middle consistently, and we'll try and see if we can get the win there. So Leon Bailey steps up, we stick it down the middle, green time in that penalty as well. So that's 3 penalties in the bag. Can Pope come up and save this one to give us the win? Now this time around we think, you know what, he's not going to sit down the middle, he is going to go somewhere, and he does. He goes to the left and he manages to pop that one in, and João Felix steps up for us, puts it into the bottom left corner. Lovely penalty, and that is going to give us the Elite 3. So with a few rage quits, I'm relatively happy with that. After the weekends we've been having and the frustration around the game, it's kind of made me feel a little bit not better about myself, but yeah, just a little bit more, you know what, Al, we can start to focus, even though the game is what the game is, and we can start to do a little bit better. So we did get the win. We get the 23 and the 7, obviously, with the team that we've got there on screen. So I will build a different team. We will go with something, obviously, a lot different. We've got a lot of great cards in the club now. So you guys let me know if there's anything that you want us to build. Pop that down in the comment section. I'm more than happy to listen to what you think we should go ahead and do. Thank you all for watching. I know it's a little bit different, a little bit more laid back, I suppose. A bit more of a chat with you. Thank you all for sticking with me. I appreciate your continued support. Drop a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.